Top 5 most embarrassing defeats in Kingdom. Now, Kingdom has a lot of embarrassing defeats, and they happen for a variety of reasons. Whether the guy was obviously outmatched from the beginning, unfortunately, whether the guy made a dumb, stupid mistake, or just the sad reality that he wasn't as good as you thought he was. But whatever the case, we're going to be talking about the top 5 most embarrassing because horror really knows how to humiliate a character. If you want a character humiliated, call horror. He's your guy. Now, this list is not going to be the norm, rather unconventional picks here. Some people might disagree with this, but I think by the end of the video, you'll see my point, and you'll see that truly I'm spitting right now. I'm cooking some fuego with this video. So to start it off, we got Giaga, and man, it is unfortunate what happened to Giaga, and I'll still defend Giaga. I got no problem with that. Giaga's that dude. Definitely stronger than Toe. Made it obvious in the first fucking exchange of his battle with Solo the GOAT. But unfortunately for Giaga, he was in a 2v1. You know, how often is it you're in a fucking 2v1 and you somehow end up the guy that dies in that situation? Obviously, a lot of people are going to shit on Giaga because of that. It was rather unprecedented scenario, to say the least, especially from a guy who's supposed to be mini mobile, which he did kind of live up to that in a way. You got to give Giaga his proper respect. But the fact that you lost in a 2v1, your boy was pretty fucking strong too. Denrimi had his goons, the godly squad. Unfortunately, they couldn't group up. You know, they had to be separated by the plot, which made it even easier for Giaga. And he still couldn't get the job done. She was just too much for him. It's just a terrible way to go out. And again, it doesn't prove Giaga's weak or anything. Giaga's still that dude. He's still mini mobile, but just a terrible, terrible way to go out. If Denrimi's goons were part of the battle, I can excuse Giaga for that, because Denrimi's goons, they're fucking legit, man. Those guys are monsters. But the fact that they weren't, it was a 2v1, and he still got his ass handed to him. That's tough for old Giaga. That's tough. And at number 4, we got Yotanwa in her battle against SSJ. Oh, man, this is embarrassing. This is truly pitiful. How is Hara gonna give Osen the big boy task? He's gonna have him go up against the real competition, and you're facing fucking Riboku subs, not even Riboku and his subs, just his fucking subs, and you do absolutely nothing. You fail to gain any relevant fucking advantage over the Zhao army. These are guys that people in the forums were saying, oh, Yotanwa army would fucking decimate these guys. They stand no chance. Not even the slightest chance. And Yotanwa did absolutely nothing to them. She basically did nothing, gained no advantages, just stood there and watched as Osen took on the actual tough task, and then they lost and she ended up doing nothing. Like, if that's not pitiful, I don't know what is. People are going to make excuses, but the level of competition that she was facing and her complete failure to do anything relevant, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. And Yotanwa was undefeated before that too. So, you know, what a way to take your first L against competition that you were supposed to stomp, and you did absolutely nothing to those guys, and then you have to run away with your tail between your legs. Like, come on, man. She needs a redemption arc for sure, 100%. And I'm looking forward to that. And if Hara doesn't give it to her, then obviously he just hates Yotanwa, because she's in desperate need of that. But yeah. At number 3, we got Toe against Karin. Now, listen, you can make excuses for this one, and I can kind of buy them. You know, Karin's legit. She's not top 5 strategist or anything, but she's very good. So, you know, if you want to make excuses for Toe, whatever, I can accept that. But man, Toe got fucking manhandled here. It was fucking bad. He had absolutely nothing to offer. I think that was the worst part, that he didn't challenge her in any single way. He made his gay ass bell formation, and that was it. Just make the bell formation and fucking pray that everyone else saves your ass, which Osen did save his ass. So I guess if that's what he was banking on, then, you know, good decision making there. But yeah, what to say about Toe's L in this particular instance? He just looked very pitiful. Even the first move, the very first play he made, Hara made it a point to be like, you're already dumb, you're already stupid, you're already lost. Like, the first fucking play, and it's already over. It's already checkmate. If that doesn't show that Toe can't compete with these guys that are actually smart in a battle of wits in any form, any capacity, then I don't know what will. And even towards the end of the battle, when he had his chance to, you know, make up for his fuck up against Koyoku, did absolutely nothing to Koyoku too. He gave him some fucking scratches. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Toe's soldiers that gave Koyoku those scratches instead of Toe. And Toe did actually absolutely nothing, because that's just what Hara wanted to do with Toe that arc. I don't know why. He made every single kin general go in, but for Toe, he's like, I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to show you're not on this other person's level. I'm going to have her play around with you, not take you seriously at all. And then you're just going to absolutely do nothing. Everyone else is going to go ham. They're going to go crazy. And you're going to do fuck all. Amazing. And then we got Mako. Now, there's not much to say about this one. Obviously, he let himself open when he didn't need to. It was a dumb fucking mistake. But at the same time, there was a lot of intricacies that went into him thinking he would be safe to do that. You know, casuals can't understand the 4D chess that Mako was playing, and at the end of the day, he just got outplayed by Riboku, the second smartest person in the series. So, at the end of the day, yeah, it was embarrassing, but he was justified in a lot of ways to think he would be safe if he did that. He ended up blocking the wrong side. Riboku came from the other side. Unfortunate for the boy, but yeah, pretty embarrassing defeat. He didn't even really get to do much. He got to showcase his army's strength, of course, and it was very impressive. Obviously stronger than Yotawa's army on another level than her strongest troops easily. You know, there's no question about that. But when you have absolute goats like Eiko, Denrimi, and Solo putting in fucking work, showing that they're complete monsters, Solo and Denrimi alone, not even Eiko, just Solo and Denrimi, showing that they can at the very least compete with the likes of Toe. You know, just absolute monsters these guys are. And Mako's supposed to be the second in command to these guys. Well, to Osen, but yeah, he's supposed to be the second in command. And he had a lot more to show, and he just didn't show any of it, which is, you know, fucking embarrassing because, like I said, the Osen army are just so fucking stacked, so powerful, so incredibly busted that if you do something like that, then you got to end up on this list, man. As much as I fuck with Mako, you got to end up on this list, boy. That was embarrassing. And for number one, we got Okotsu. I mean, who else could it be? It's the quintessential embarrassing defeat in all of Kingdom. It's probably the first thing that comes to everyone's mind because the dude got one shot. I mean, how are you the hardest looking motherfucker out of a group? And not just any group, the 6 great generals. A group that has motherfucking Oki, it has Dead Inside Hakuki, who's a complete fucking machine. He never makes any mistakes. You have Kyo, the Prodigy. You have all these badass motherfuckers, man. Even the plain face looking guy, you're like, damn, he got a plain face, but he's probably strong as fuck. Shouldn't underestimate this guy. You're part of that group and you just get one shot like that. Like, I know Kanmei's fucking top 2 in the verse in terms of strength. Like, Kanmei's fucking, he's incredibly busted, but at the same time, you're part of this group of 6 great generals. You're supposed to be the strongest in brute strength. You have that big ass axe for. What the fuck do you have that badass design for? This big ass axe. And that's what happens. I guess the axe is just to slow down your swing so you can get one shot like a dumbass. I guess that was the point of the big axe. But yeah, this guy was a huge disappointment. His fucking design looks so fucking badass, honestly. He could be top 1 in the verse in some alternate reality, and I wouldn't question it for a second. You know, that's just how fucking tough the design looks. But yeah, the defeat was embarrassing. So embarrassing, in fact, that they had to cover it up, which is hilarious. That's an in-canon fact that it was just that embarrassing. They had to shush that down because Kin couldn't take such a fucking embarrassing defeat like that. But yeah, Okotsu, number 1. Couldn't really be anyone else. Not really his fault because Kanmei's complete monster, like I said, but it is what it is. You got handled.